All right, Gary Russell Jr. is at it again, and we got to talk about it.
Yeah, I just wanted to come on this jump. I seen Bernard Hackett. He went on and said something like, "I'm a good fighter. I'm a great fighter. X, Y, and Z," and he wanted to give me advice to what to do. I don't got no respect for you no more, Bernard. Just like Terrence Terrence Crawford.
All right, now I'm gonna stop the video right there, and I'm gonna play what it is he's talking about. And shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation, but he got this one wrong. It's not talking about Bernard Hopkins. If you hear what he said Bernard Hackett, right? All right, now let's hear what Bernard Hackett said that set him off.
I got a lot of people asking me questions in the last couple of days. This sort of interview that Jaleel did with Zed Brooks, and we were part of the interview. We was talking about Junior, the state of boxing when it comes to the big guys, the small guys, and then a lot of people calling people out in the sport. People call me and ask me questions about how you figure you could say this. Anybody can fight anybody, but is it realistic? Man, let me tell y'all something. I'm cool with a lot of fighters. I got a lot of fighters and coaches that's my friends. But regardless of what goes on, good, bad, or indifferent, whether we argue or not argue, Lil Gary, or to the boxing world, Mr. Gary Russell Jr., he's like a little brother. I've known him since he was in his mama's stomach, and I think he's a great boxer. I think he has a great talent base. I think he has a skill set that honestly can be like no other, in boxing. Boxing IQ is there. Hand speed is there. Punching power is there. The moxie to do slick stuff is there. The heart to fight anybody is there. I don't think he's missing a piece. What I do think is frustration can be a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. When you get frustrated because you're not getting the fights you want, because you might not be getting the just due that you feel you deserve or you work hard for. And sometimes I think it makes people say, man, look, I'm gonna give you what you want. Anybody who knows me, I've always said, the good guy, the quiet guy, the nice guy, any of those type of things in boxing, it doesn't get you really anywhere. I mean, you look at all the nice guys. Look at all the nice guys, and you can go to any sport you want, not just boxing, but I'll leave it at boxing. And the nice guy finished last. When it comes to me saying I wouldn't see, or if it was my son at 26, I wouldn't have my son jumping all the way up to 147 to fight Terrence Crawford or nobody else. Gary can beat a lot of dudes at 47 because he has a skill set. There's a pedigree that goes with champions, all champions. And it's something that's different than any other fighter. So if you go to 47, it's going to be some jokers who are good fighters but don't have that champion pedigree, that medal of champions, and he'll beat them. But then when you go to that 47 pedigree, that monster mentality and that ability, I think sometimes you can outsize yourself. Gary said he'll come in at 141 and they can sanction a fight. He got the heart to do it. I know he'll do it. They signed he'll do it. Why? It's not necessary. It's not necessary for him to do that to get what he deserves as a boxer or a fighter of his quality and capability. Let me tell you this. And this is the advice, if Gary was my son, I would give to him. You want the mega fights? You want to be the guy that gets these opportunities to fight the top guys and they won't fight you? I'm going to tell you what will get any top guy to want to fight Gary Russell Jr., especially if they came from 126 or was at 30 and moved around. Go slay the dragon that nobody seems to want to fight at 130 pounds. Go fight Burchett. You go out there and do what I think you could possibly do, and you go slay that dragon, and nobody else. Look at all the other champions that went from 26 or they was at 30. Them jokers go around them. You go slay that dragon. I bet any money that any guy that's at 30, any guy that's at 35, a couple of guys at 40 might say we'll go back. Why? Because now they're saying Gary slayed the dragon.
When you see me, don't say shit to me, Slim. And I mean it. You can talk to my father, you can do all that shit. Don't say nothing to me. Because you know the skill set and what I possess. How could you possibly tell me that, and you would tell me to move up, and you would tell me to fight somebody, X, Y, and Z. But your son, Jaleel, was just in the gym sparring my little brother not too long ago, and he got knocked the fuck out. You ain't going on here telling the fans that your son got knocked the fuck out by my little brother. And make a motherfuckers question whether he need to go pro or not. You know what I'm saying? And then you still tried to get your son after he was completely knocked the fuck out. Clearly don't got no functions, not understanding his whereabouts or none of that. But you still wanted to make your son go out here and fight. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. You still wanted your son to go out here and fight. You know, or to finish the spawn after he was completely, you know what I'm saying, he was basically knocked the fuck unconscious by Gary Antoine Russel. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why he didn't completely get his little ass cremated was because we do know Jaleel, and we do, you know what I'm saying, fuck with Shawty genuinely. So nah, we ain't gonna let the motherfucker spawn continue. So I don't got no respect for somebody saying that. You can't give me no motherfucking advice. How you gonna tell me I can't move up and fight Terence Crawford? You're right. You are absolutely motherfucking correct. You have known me for a while, for a long time. I remember when you came home from jail, because the people don't know, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a history. When you came home and you was training, you was fighting at like maybe 165 at the time. I was only 14, 15 years old, and I was fucking you up. So don't tell me that I can't move up and fight some Terence Crawford. Stop playing with me, Bernard. Stop playing with me, Slim. You know I'm a monster for real, and you know I mean everything I say. Man, don't call my phone, don't text my phone, and if you pull up to the gym, nigga, don't say shit to me. Yeah, and it's straight like that. Let the fans know what it really is. I will fuck Terence Crawford up. As a matter of fact, just to let you know how serious I am, I already got off the phone with Al a couple days ago, and we in negotiations right now to the fans who don't know. We definitely reached out to Bud and them, and we just waiting on back for a response. So this shit going down on my end, baby. You know what I'm saying? All the suckers in the little, I can't believe, I always kind of knew you was in the bitch, in the fake motherfuckers organization, man. Him, Terence Crawford, Mark Davis, everybody talking about Lomachenko. Lomachenko punk ass don't want to see me. And Dynamite, they got motherfucking, they appointing people. You know what I'm saying? They want motherfuckers to be as fake as the next person. That shit crazy. I don't got no respect for you, Slim. Don't say nothing to me.
So, according to Gary Russell, well, he said what he had to say about Bernard Hackett. Ain't even no need for me to address that. Most importantly, what I took from it is we really trying to get at Terence Crawford. That ain't no talk. I really want to put hands on Terence Crawford, and I want to do it in the boxing ring and get paid to do it. Now, whether you think Gary Russell Jr. belong at 147 fighting Terence Crawford or not, that's on you. I'm just reporting the news. Matter of fact, that's pretty much all I got. This is Head Bustin' Boxing Fight Doctor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Hit me up in the comments section and let me know, is Gary Russell Jr. out his freaking mind because he really is pressing to fight Terence Crawford? Or does Gary know something that we don't know? Did Gary see a flaw in Terence Crawford from back in the day that still exists and he's ready to exploit it? Hit me up in the comment section and let me know what you think. This is Head Busting Boxing Fight Doctor. I am out.